what it do, Murphy WWE crew. Welcome to the Murphy family. WWE yesterday, WWE today, WWE forever. Here we are, Monday Night Raw. And we have a little preview for you, what to expect tonight. But before we do that, let's cover a little bit of other WWE news. Let's start with The Undertaker. So The Undertaker at Wrestlemania Access, here we are. We're officially, it's official. We're officially a full week removed from WrestleMania 38. So The Undertaker, of course, he was there doing media sessions at WrestleMania Access. And he spoke very highly of someone we all want to see make a WWE return, or just a return to the wrestling world in general. The one, the only Bray Wyatt. Undertaker had a lot of high praise for Bray Wyatt. Remember, the two had a feud back in 2015? WrestleMania. Which WrestleMania was that? Was it? Oh, man, it's been a long time. That was 31, right? WrestleMania 31 back in 2015. The two had a feud. You remember WrestleMania 30, The Undertaker lost to, of course, we all know he lost to Brock Lesnar. And Bray Wyatt tried to summons him out, summons him back. And finally, The Undertaker responded and, he made his return match. We didn't see The Undertaker all that year, we didn't see him until WrestleMania. So, or WrestleMania season, on the road to WrestleMania to answer Bray Wyatt's response. He had a lot of high praises for Bray Wyatt, and he says that he really hopes that Bray Wyatt comes home. Yes, he said he hopes he comes back to WWE, that he and Vince can settle their differences and come back. And now remember, WrestleMania weekend, I believe it was that Thursday or Friday, heading into WrestleMania weekend, Bray Wyatt did make mention on his Instagram. He kind of caused a stir. He made mention that he had just landed in Dallas, and he talked about how the atmosphere was crazy, and he wanted to come back to wrestling. It's just all about timing. So you have someone like The Undertaker. It doesn't get any bigger than that. The Undertaker comes out and shows respect to Bray and says he hopes he comes home back to WWE. I hope Bray saw that, and then that speaks volumes, man. Here's some wishful thinking that someday we can get Bray Wyatt back in to WWE. All right, now let's move on to the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. The big question is, what's up with his schedule? How are they going to work this thing out? Is he going to be on Raw every week and SmackDown every week? Of course, last week, the post-WrestleMania shows, Raw after WrestleMania, he was there for that. And then he was there on SmackDown this past Friday. But there's obviously no clear direction of how they're going to do that. And the reason we're not seeing it as the WWE Universe and we're not seeing it on TV is because they don't know themselves. Backstage reports are saying they don't know. They're still trying to work out the details of how they're going to do this thing. It's just going to be really, really crazy if they end up splitting the titles again. You coin that match, you build that match at WrestleMania against Brock. It's the biggest match ever, and champion versus champion, winner takes all, championship unification, right? We just did that just for Roman to hold up two titles at the end of WrestleMania. Or, is it really going to be an undisputed champion? Is it going to be one title? I don't know, man. It's a big circus. It's a big confusion. And it's crazy because WWE had plenty of time to work this out and to get it together before they went with the plan. The plan for Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania, that was the plan for a long, long time. Even if the match at day one would have went on, I don't think that was going to be in the end of the feud. The feud was going to culminate at WrestleMania 38 when Brock came back way back at SummerSlam. That was always the angle, and everything they did built towards that. So I just don't understand how you don't have a plan in place to which direction we're going to take. And we don't know what Roman Reigns is doing. I guess his next matchup will be against Shinsuke Nakamura, the way SmackDown ended this past Friday night. So I guess that's what we're getting, which I'm totally fine with that. But still, it just didn't seem like finite. It didn't seem final. It just, I don't know if he's still trying to work through injury or what the case may be. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's move on to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes, of course, he did some interviews as well, post Wrestlemania. Still one of the biggest moments of the year, one of the biggest moments in quite some time in the history of wrestling, in the history of the business, the industry, was Cody Rhodes making his return at WrestleMania 38. So Cody Rhodes, he talked about, he kind of decided to come back. He kind of made his decision to come back to WWE around the Royal Rumble. So he knew for quite some time. We knew as well weeks prior to WrestleMania, the worst kept secret in the wrestling industry, right? But it goes all the way back to January, Royal Rumble. Apparently that's when Cody made his decision to come. Of course, Cody cut an amazing promo last weekend, or last Monday on Raw after Mania. He cut an amazing promo and spoke about, he's coming to win the title, hold the title that his father never held. And I'm super excited about it. I just hope it's a long build-up, a long chase after that title, and it's not just rushed on him. I think SummerSlam's too soon. Again, in my opinion, SummerSlam's too soon. I just want to see him go all the way, run the gauntlet all year long, have some great feuds, great matches, and, let the universe get behind him and win the Royal Rumble maybe, and then go on to WrestleMania 39 and win the title there. That's how I would book him. But of course, we all have different opinions with that. So I would love to hear yours. If you want to comment on that, comment down below. I guess we'll make a separate video about that a little later. But it goes all the way back to Royal Rumble when he said he was going to make his return, or he decided that he was going to come back. Man, what amazing. Check out some of these photos here on the screen. These are some of the backstage photos of WrestleMania 38. I thought that would just be a cool little moment, cool little spot to throw those in here. So check those out, man. Those come from WWE, the official Instagram account. It's always cool to see behind the scenes and see guys working together. All right, so check those out. I hope you guys like those as a little treat here in this video. Okay, now let's move into Raw. Monday Night Raw. Here we go. We got some news. So we all know Raw after Mania, SmackDown after Mania, it's kind of reserved for some returns, kind of reserved for some call-ups. And I guess we got some. Last Monday, we got the return of Elias, or my apologies, Ezekiel, Elias's little brother, the younger brother of Elias. He made his return last Monday, or his debut last Monday. And Veer finally made his appearance. Speaking of Veer will be on the card tonight against Rey Mysterio. Remember, Veer returned. He attacked Dominic and Rey last weekend. So we get Veer versus Mysterio tonight. So look out for that on Monday Night Raw. And then on SmackDown, we got the return of Lacey Evans. She cut a promo saying that she's back. So that was really nice to see Lacey come back. She's been out for some time, as a new mother. She had a baby, so congratulations on that. So she's back. And then also we saw the debut of Gunther. Yes, Gunther, Walter, whatever you want to call him, the longest reigning European champion, there in NXT. He made his debut, and I'm actually excited about him. But it looks like we may get another one. Yes, the one, the only. We all love him. Tommaso Ciampa. Yes, Tommaso. It looks like he will be on Raw tonight. So remember NXT Roadblock. He had his final match. Triple H came out and showed him love. And I thought he would debut last week, but he may debut this week. It looks like he had a week off. You see this photo here on his Instagram. You read the caption. He says he's in Detroit. And where, he's in Detroit working out at a gym. And where is Monday Night Raw tonight? It's in Detroit. So yes, we may get Tommaso, the official call-up and debut on the main roster. Tommaso tonight. Of course, he did have some matches already on the main card on Raw. That feud with Ziggler and Breakker and Bobby Roode. That stuff kind of spilled over to the main roster. But I guess that wasn't his official call-up, because he did have his official, his match, his official final match at NXT WrestleMania weekend. So, I would love to see him called up today. And then let's see if we get any other call or any other returns today. Also on SmackDown, Rodriguez, she debuted she was called up. She made her official call up. So let's see tonight if we get any others. What about Bayley? What about Asuka? Bayley, I believe I was told that she posted on her social media that she was still injured. But I don't know if that's a work or what the case may be. But she's been out a while, with that ACL injury. I would expect that she's getting closer to making a return. So let's see if she returns tonight. And then what about Asuka? That's another one. We haven't seen her. She's been out. So let's see if she returns tonight. And then what else? We got a lot to look for tonight. I think it's going to be a great show tonight. Of course, we got the SmackDown Women's Championship match between the champions, Naomi and Sasha Banks. They're defending their title against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I expect Sasha and Naomi to retain and Rhea Ripley to officially turn on Liv Morgan. That's my call on that match tonight. So we'll see. We got that going on tonight. What else? Of course, as we mentioned, we got Rey Mysterio and Veer. They're going at it tonight. So I expect Veer to just kind of demolish Rey Mysterio. They put so much time into Veer and, his debut. So I don't expect him to lose anytime soon. And then what about Omos? So last week, fresh off of Bobby Lashley defeating Omos on WrestleMania Sunday, the two had another confrontation, and MVP actually turned on Bobby Lashley, and he aligned with Omos. Very, very, very much well needed. And now that Omos has a mouthpiece, he has a manager like MVP, I'm actually invested in him. Before that, I wasn't too much invested in him. I didn't like him. He was too dry. But now, having MVP by his side, I think he's going to be all right. So let's see how that storyline develops. Of course, we are, weeks away from WrestleMania Backlash that's taking place Sunday, May 8th. So we expect some storylines to start to pick up, for that. Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion, will she be on the card tonight? We know she came out and made a promo last Monday. She did have a black eye, but our Raw Women's Champion. Let's see if she's on the card tonight. And then we also have, you go back to Friday, Roman Reigns told the Usos to go into Raw and get those Raw tag titles. He said, I unified the WWE Championship and the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. I'm the undisputed champion. I'm one man. I got two belts. I look at you guys. You guys are two men. You got two belts. We need more titles. We want all the gold. So tonight, it looks like we're going to get a title unification match. We're going to get the Usos versus the champion, the SmackDown champion Usos, the Bloodline versus the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, who successfully kept their titles, successfully defended their titles at WrestleMania last Sunday in an awesome match against the Street Profits and the Alpha Academy. So, we'll get that match tonight. I think that's going to be a great match, a great treat. Of course, I have the Usos coming out of that one, and the titles being unified. So the Bloodline will have all the gold. So I see that happening tonight. So look out for that. And then finally, I think the main event, or that may be the main event tonight, but also another potential main event will be Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has his first match on Monday Night Raw. Yes, his first match in years on Monday Night Raw. He takes on The Miz. Yes, Cody Rhodes versus The Miz. That happens tonight. My prediction on that is Seth Rollins is going to get involved some type of way. Remember, Cody cut his promo last Monday, and Seth freaking Rollins came out and interrupted him. And he actually gave him a handshake. He showed love to him. But I believe that's all a work. And tonight he's going to interfere in this match and set up the rematch for WrestleMania Backlash. I don't think this feud is over yet. So, let's look out for that. But that's a treat tonight. We get that match. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, having a match on Monday Night Raw. And again, it's against The Miz. And don't think The Miz is free and clean. Remember, he turned on Logan Paul at WrestleMania Sunday. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see if Logan Paul comes back. And let's see if he get involved. Sorry, that was WrestleMania Saturday. But let's see if Logan Paul comes back and get some revenge and maybe set up a singles match. Let's see if their feud continues, sets up a single match for WrestleMania Backlash, all right? So a lot to look forward to tonight. I think it's going to be a fun episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm super pumped about it. I'm super excited about it. And I hope you guys are as well. And of course, we'll be here to break it all down, in a Raw post show. We'll break everything down, especially if there's anything major happening. We'll break it down. But regardless, we'll break it down. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anything, if there's anything else going on tonight. Oh, Edge and Damian Priest, that faction. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see if more people are added to the faction, or let's see what the next steps are with that. And you guys, make sure you guys tune in to Raw tonight. You guys enjoy it, and then come back here to the Murphy Family WWE, and we'll have a post show for you guys. We'll have a post show video up a little later on tonight or tomorrow for you guys to break it all down. All right, thanks for coming through. Please do me a favor, drop a like on this video. It helps out the video and the channel tremendously. And also comment. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I want to hear what you're excited about Raw. What you're excited about tonight on Raw. And I want to hear, your thoughts, rumors or opinions, whatever you guys got. I want to hear it. And finally, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Murphy Family WWE. We would love to have you here. I'm the WWE Universe. You're the WWE Universe. Together, we are the WWE Universe. So if you're a member of the WWE Universe, then this is the place for you, the Murphy Family WWE. All right, thanks you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one. Be blessed. Be safe. WWE yesterday. WWE today. WWE forever. Catch you in the next one. Peace.